Hi everyone! I just made this video to show you guys how to add inventory items into my app GridTracks, which is, for those of you that don't know, it's a double entry bookkeeping app that I made. And right, so basically I added this new feature where you can add inventory items to and accounts to your document. So I'm just going to come down to inventory here, and inventory and services are actually in the same page, but for now it's just titled inventory. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an inventory account here. I'm going to give it an ID, 1500, for example, and then I'll give it an account name. I'm going to call this Cupcakes. And so once I have an inventory account made, it will actually show up in my accounts list as well, as you can see here, 1500 Cupcakes. Right, so basically once I have an account created, an inventory account created, I can start adding individual inventory items. So maybe I sell red velvet cupcakes, and I will give it a SKU number, maybe like cup 1090, and I'm going to say this is red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese frosting. And so the sale price here is sort of a suggestion. When you start making invoices, the sale price that you put here will be automatically put into the invoice, but of course when you're in the actual invoice, you can adjust it to whatever you want. But for now, I'm just going to set it to $3. And I'm going to hit confirm here. Of course, I can come back and edit the info whenever I want. I can delete it if I have no inventory in there. But, right, so, and I just wanted to talk to you. So I can always add another inventory account, maybe like carrot cake cupcake. So I'm going to call this CUP 1091, and I'm going to say carrot cake cupcake with cream cheese frosting. Right, and so I'm just going to come up here, hit confirm, and now I have these two items. And so you might be wondering, what's the difference between sort of an inventory account and sort of these items? And so basically, when you add inventory, you have to debit an account. You have to debit your inventory asset and credit bank or whatever you're using to pay for the inventory. Well, whether you're adding inventory to cupcake, carrot cake, or red velvet cake, both will be debiting this particular account. There will not be separate accounts for each debit and each credit. Right. So now the last thing I want to show you about this inventory is, of course, to add inventory, right? So I'm just going to hit check inventory here. And what I can do is I can start by adding inventory. Of course, like, this assumes that the price is the same, right? And on a side note, all inventory in GridTracks uses FIFO. There is no average cost because it just overcomplicates things. Right, so far I have, so I'm going to set the date of purchase today. Quantity, I'm buying 50 cupcakes, right? And then for price per item, I'm buying them at $1.50. And of course, GridTracks will tell you what the total price is once you've inputted all your data. Right, and of course, in order to debit the inventory, we must also credit assets or any sort of pay for it with like a credit card by crediting. So I can come here and pick, well, what accounts do I want to credit to pay for my assets? And right, so I'm just going to add accounts here. Now I decided that I want to pay half cash, half bank. So I'm going to first start with cash. So I'm going to put $50 to pay from cash, right? And then you'll see here on the credit account that it says $50. Well, that is just like how much I have accumulated. Of course, I need $75 total. So I'm going to come here and add another. I'm going to pay with bank as well. Oops. And so right now I'm at $75. And then I'm just going to hit check here. And we're good to go. I can obviously add more. And if I were to add more, then the average cost here would be different, right? And so the last thing I want to show you guys is that this inventory stuff still works with the original GridTracks. So like you can see that in my accounts view, I have cupcakes here, and I have the entry posted for adding the cupcakes. And actually, if I come here, you'll see that I also have my journal entry that shows, okay, cupcakes was debited and cash and bank were credited. Right, so thanks so much for listening. This is pretty much it about inventory. I know that I'm forgetting about sold items here, but so far I have to start finishing more about inventory before I can really get to the sold items. But anyways, thanks for listening. I hope you have a great day.